Hello and welcome. In this video, I'm going to be covering the validation and analysis pages on the EMDB. To get to the validation analysis pages, you can either travel directly to ebi.ac.uk/EMDB/VA. There will also be a link on the EMDB homepage that allows you to travel directly here, or you can travel directly to the validation analysis page for a specific entry via the entry pages on the EMDB website. I'll be showing you how to do that in this video. When you first land on the VA homepage, you'll be greeted with this page here. At the top of the page, we have a box that you can enter accession codes from either the EMDB or PDB to go directly to the VA page for that entry. There are some buttons along the top of the page, such as to travel to installation instructions or to the publication. If you do have any questions on any of the validation metrics shown in this video, please travel to the publication to read more about them. You'll then see a slideshow of some nice validation metrics. Going further down the page, you can also access the publication using this link here or here. Scrolling further down the page, we get information on the three-tiered strategy for EM-MAP and MAP model validation. What I'm going to show you today is Tier 1 validation. This is an extensive and evolving set of validation metrics. When these validation metrics have been extensively tested and considered useful by the community, they will move to Tier 2 validation. Tier 2 validation is present on the entry pages on the EMDB website. Following community consensus and discussion, these can then be moved to Tier 3 validation, which would be the WWPDB validation reports. Finally, this page also has information on how to install the VA pipeline locally. The VA software can be installed via the CCP-EM package, or it can be manually installed via PyPy. If you do install it via PyPy, you will need to also download these four software here for the full VA experience. In this video, I'm going to show you how to get to the validation analysis page for specific entries when traveling to them via the EMDB website. Here, I've returned to the EMDB homepage, and you'll see there's the validation analysis button here, which will take you directly to the VA homepage we were just on. Today, we're going to travel to a specific entry, 11145, which is this SARS-CoV-2 spike protein. From here, I'm going to go to the validation tab. This is Tier 2 validation. However, in this first paragraph, we have this EMDB validation analysis link. If I click this, it takes me to the EMDB VA page for this entry. A lot of these metrics will likely look familiar, such as these orthogonal projections. On this page, the orthogonal projections have all been normalized to 300 by 300 pixels. If we want to see their original size, we can click on them. And in doing so, we will also bring up these links on the top right-hand corner, where we can go full screen, or we could also share or download the image. Clicking this X returns you to the VA page. Since a lot of these metrics are also present on Tier 2 and Tier 3, let's go to a metric which is only present on Tier 1. To do that, I'm going to go to Fitted Model Analysis, and here we'll see the first of our new metrics, the MAP Model FSC. It's worth noting that every graph on this page can be interacted with. I can mouse over like so, and I also have this panel on the right-hand side, which allows me to do things such as add spike lines or download the image in a variety of formats. Each metric also has this question mark button. If I were to click this, it would take me to the VA help page. On this page, I can read about all the metrics displayed here. Scrolling further down the page, we're met with atom inclusion plots, which are also present on Tier 2. And then we're met with the Q-score, which is another new validation metric. Q-score is a quantitative metric that characterizes the resolvability of individual atoms in a cryo-EM map. Here, we have the Q-score shown per chain, then with the color map on the structure, and finally this graph at the bottom that shows Q-score per residue. Once again, this graph can be fully interacted with. You can see on the right-hand side you have the standard grey bar, which gives you a load of options. But if I wanted to go residue by residue, I can also scroll with the mouse wheel to scroll in, and more easily assess the Q-score on a residue by residue basis. Continuing to scroll down the page, we're then met with the final of our new metrics, Strudel. Strudel will have its own dedicated video. However, just to summarise here, Strudel takes a cryo-EM map and splits it up according to amino acid residues. Strudel then compares this to its own motif library of amino acids and gives every amino acid on the structure a score. What we have plotted here is the score of each amino acid relative to the motif library. Whereas green, that means the highest scoring motif agrees with the built amino acid. Where we see red, that means the Strudel is given a higher score to a different amino acid motif. For example here, valine is built into the structure, but tryptophan has been given a higher Strudel score. If I were to click this now, we'd see the graph on the right update, and we see valine down here, which is what's built, and tryptophan up here, and all the amino acids in between. Just like on all the other plots on the website, this can be interacted with, and we can do things like download this in a variety of formats. This has been a quick intro to the EMDB validation analysis pages. Thank you for watching.